Gets me through my morning every day.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jodie and Hayesy on Nova.
It's Jodie and Hazy's Daily Debate.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Are we doing this?
Mate, if they can fight over the price of eggs, so can we. Producer Molly, you are our official daily debate adjudicator. What have you got for us?
Today, we are going to decide what is the best sauce for your democracy sausage.
Oh, it's a good one.
Mate.
It's a good
Cool.
one. It's
Cool.
actually an interesting political topic for a change.
Yeah. Now, you've got a Nova bucket hat there. Do you want me to pull out my topic? Yep. Got mine?
Oh, okay, here we go.
Off you go, mate.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, should we say this at the same time?
Yes, on the count of three.
3, 2, 1. Tomato.
Barbecue.
Oh!
Whoa. Okay, barbecue v tomato sauce on your democracy sausage. Let's fight it out to
All
the
right.
death.
So we get a minute each to debate?
Yep.
Who gets to go first?
Jodie.
No? Oh, geez, hammered
Thank you.
straight up too. All right, let's do this. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm sweaty.
Oh, you'll be right. Oh, I've got 3 minutes, so shut up. Let me go.
All right, first debate in favour of barbecue sauce is Jodie Oddie.
It's Jodie and Hazy's Daily Debate.
Oh my gosh, I've been waiting months for the election. So exciting. Not.
So we've had a range of political debates leading up to the election on Saturday. Please don't forget to vote.
Yeah.
And one of, I guess, the most contentious issues was what's the price of eggs? And it just got us thinking, what are the things that matter to us
Yeah.
in a debating sense going to the polls on Saturday? And we've come up with a solution. Producer Molly, you're our official adjudicator.
We're asking the question, what's the ultimate democracy sausage sauce selection?
Oh.
Barbecue.
Very good, very good.
Yeah.
Heatedly debated topic across the nation. Very heatedly.
Heatly and hotly.
So
This will be fun with my words, won't it? This
It
debate.
should be so good.
Jodie's had around 3 minutes to put together her debate for...
For barbecue sauce,
okay.
which is good because this is a passion piece for me.
All right, here we go.
ready?
You ready to go? Okay. Jodie Oddie, you've got 1 minute. Sell it to us. Barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce is the coolest damn condiment on the planet. Barbecue sauce doesn't just go on food, it owns the food. It's the leather jacket of the sauce world. Tomato sauce, it's more like your auntie's sensible cardigan. Barbecue sauce is that quirky, fun, unpredictable mate, and you never know what you're going to get. It can't decide. Does it want to be sweet, smoky, spicy, or tangy? So it just does all of them. It's like that friend who tries every single hobby and sport and somehow ends up excelling at each and every one. Tomato sauce is like, I'll rock up to the party for half an hour and then I'll be in my PJs by 8:45 watching the final season of You. Boring tomato sauce. Barbecue sauce is the rebel that doesn't follow the rules. Pizza, sure. Hot chips, hell yeah. Burgers, watch me bring out the best in this little patty situation. Tomato sauce is more like I'm on the kids menu with nuggets and chips and that's my lane. I'm tomatoes, deal with me and my bad attitude. Barbecue sauce doesn't need a sausage to make it a hero. You could almost drink it straight and it would still taste like you're having the best time. Tomato sauce, if you tried to drink it, you'd probably end up throwing up and questioning your life choices. The point, barbecue sauce can get drunk on its own in the lounge room and have the time of its goddamn life.
Oh,
Whoa!
whoa. Someone's passionate about this topic. I smell a video coming to show how passionate you are about barbecue sauce. You do need to scull it now.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so. What I did forget is barbecue sauce baked beans, one of the best damn foods on the planet.
Oh, that is actually true. That is
anyway.
a very good combination. I'm still confident, though. Jeez, you sold it well.
Okay.
Good
thank you.
start.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
All right. Is this the right term? It's time for a rebuttal?
Yes.
Yep.
It's Jodie and Hazy's Daily Debate.
I'll say this from the heart. Politics, it sucks.
Yeah.
Unless you do it this way. Unless you talk about the important things.
Yeah. Don't worry about Medicare. Don't worry about that debate. Don't worry about the cost of living crisis. Don't worry about the immigration policies. What you need to know is what is the best condiment to put on your democracy sausage.
Spot on, Joe. It's well said.
Thank you.
Well said. We're fresh off you giving us a minute's worth why barbecue sauce is the superior sauce over tomato to put on your democracy sausage. And I've got to say, the feedback's coming through and you're not going to like it. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't seen any feedback. You spoke very well. I've got to say, you spoke very well.
All right. Well, you have the advantage here because you're going second. So this is your official rebuttal to the barbecue sauce v tomato sauce debate.
Okay. Can I just say as well, we need some adjudicators. 13 24 10. Give us a call right now. Get ready to tell us who won, all right? Are you team Jodie on barbecue sauce? Are you team Hayesy on tomato sauce? And I've just got a feeling you're going to be on my side after this.
Oh, okay then.
Ready to go?
Yep.
First things first, and with all due respect, barbecue sauce users, grow the up. Are you a child? Barbecue sauce is pure sugar. Are you having that sausage on fairy bread? It's time to grow up, Peter Pan, and join the rest of the nation using tomato sauce on our snags. Tomato sauce is traditional. Sure, it's on every kid's menu, but that's because we love our kids. And in a way, if you dislike tomato sauce, I guess you dislike children. Really? What's wrong with you? What about the kids? They're our future. Piece of bread, small serving of onions, sausage smothered with wholesome, beautiful, thick tomato sauce. That's as Aussie as it gets. Barbecue sauce isn't cool. It's extremely disrespectful, and it has no sense of occasion. It always comes in too sweet. It hates kids, and it hates this country. Oh no. Do you hate the country? Why? Vote one tomato sauce, spoken by Jackie Lambie and Rex Patrick. I think it's Jackie Lambie that got us over the line.
Don't
there
you
at the end.
dare bring our favourite Jackie Lambie into this debate. Don't you dare.
Oh, 13 24 10. Well, there it is. Barbecue sauce v tomato sauce. Who won? Please give us a call. 13 24 10. We need some adjudicators. Or you can vote via our socials at Jodie and Hayesy on Instagram. Let us know. Greg, spill it for us. Which way are you going? Barbecue sauce or tomato sauce?
Tomato sauce.
Hey!
I'm going barbecue. I'm barbecue.
Oh, so
Oh,
that's
it's-
one each.
hang on, is this one each?
Hang on,
Who's talking here? Is this Greg? What's going on?
It's summer.
Oh, that's my kids. Wait,
You can't get votes from your
hang
kids.
on. Which one of my children voted against me? Was that you, Summer, or Peyton?
No, I voted for you. That was Peyton.
Oh, okay. So, all right. Does it count if it's my
Are
family?
we going one each or what's going on? Oh, you've got to vote.
What do you? I got one each. That's
Okay,
fine.
let's go
That's
one
fine.
each.
All right.
Very good.
Thanks, Peyton.
Get your
do you know
family
why?
involved.
Do you know
Get your
why?
family to vote.
You've turned her against me. That's why. You've said so much stuff about that kid in the last couple of days that now she's off me. Thank you so much.
Oh, let's go to Kirsty from Oakton. Which way are you swinging, Kirsty?
Well, I'm a ranger, so I have to go for the tomato sauce.
Oh,
No,
those
very well done.
hair colour shouldn't come into it, Kirsty.
Well
honestly.
done, Kirsty. Well done.
Right. Okay. So is this the decider? Do you think?
I think so. Well, let's take a few more calls, shall we?
All right.
Libby from Modbury North. Which way are we going? Tomato sauce, barbecue sauce?
Definitely tomato sauce. There's no question, really.
Okay, there you go. Jeez, Joes, what's happening?
I've had one vote for barbecue sauce, and that was from my kid.
Right. Okay.
No.
We'd love to hear from you. Give us a call, 13 24 10. In the meantime, a lot of texts coming through as well.
Yes.
And the text line's a little bit more even. So 0400 919 919.
Yeah.
There's more barbecue sauce enthusiasts, I feel like, on the text line.
This is the problem with barbecue sauce enthusiasts. Their voice aren't being heard. This is your opportunity for democracy, people. Text us, give us a call, 13 24 10. Barbecue v tomato.
All right now on the socials, it is aggressively in favour of tomato sauce. 83% at Jodie and Hayesy on Instagram. Should we crown a winner next?
All right then.
Well, you're not confident.
Well, you just read out the stats, mate. No, I'm not.
All right, call us. Who wins the debate? The great debate. Is it barbecue sauce or is it tomato sauce? Let's reveal the winner next.
It's Jodie and Hayes's Daily Debate.
Yeah, that's right. Leading up to the election, we're going to have a daily debate. And we're going to talk about the things, Jodes, not the boring things that, let's be honest, as a 39-year-old man, I still don't understand.
That's okay.
And that's on me. That's on me.
That's okay.
We're asking the questions that matter.
Yes, and on this occasion, the question that matters is what sauce will you be having on your democracy sausage? Will it be barbecue or will it be tomato? It's a fierce verbal war happening right
Isn't
now.
it? And you're low on confidence right now because we both had a minute to speak.
Yep.
And we really presented our cases. And I feel like we both put up a really, really passionate
There's
pledge.
a natural bias towards tomato. That's what I feel.
Oh, okay.
What I would encourage people to do is
Okay.
listen to the debates and then let that voice in your head do the talking.
Okay, well, we took some votes before. I've got a bit of a commanding lead with tomato sauce. It's 3-1. Adriana from Hectorville. Which way are you heading?
Barbecue.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much. What favourite barbecue sauce type meal, Adriana?
Sorry?
Favourite barbecue sauce meal?
Do you know what? I'm actually normally tomato, but your debate was so good, it kind of flipped me a bit.
Oh, right. See, this was my fear. This was my fear that I've got a much superior product, but because you're such a wordsmith, you're going to win this debate.
Thanks, Adriana.
Okay.
Let's go to Drummond from Blakeview. Hello.
Hello.
Which way are you going?
Tomato.
Okay. Yeah,
okay.
there you go. So
One
where does that take us to, Producer Molly? Where are we at? Ooh,
5-2.
4-2 in favour of barbecue.
All right. Elise from Golden Grove. Hi, Elise.
Hello. It has to be barbecue.
There we go. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
4-3.
Woo. Julie from Morfordvale. Hey, Julie.
Hi, look, sorry, Joe. It's hands down tomatoes.
Oh.
Is it because Hayesy was so convincing, or you just like tomato sauce?
Well, it was very convincing. I do like it, but you've also got to love kids, you know.
That's so true. That's so.
Julie,
Think
I
about
cannot
the
believe,
future,
I cannot
Julie.
believe you fell for that. If you don't like tomato sauce, you hate children.
Yeah. Do
Come
you know
on.
what I like about you the most, Julie? Is that you actually love children as opposed to barbecue sauce
I
users.
do. So, like I said, hands down, one with you've got to love children, so it's tomatoes.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. So that brings us to the end of the voting system. Do we have some sort of result? Would you like to announce it here, Producer Molly? I'm just going to roll this little fella here. What do we got? And the winner is
Tomato sauce.
Oh!
Disappointing.
Do you know what, though?
Disappointing.
I am well aware that is a superior product.
Wow.
Quite the head start.
Wow. Okay. I just, all right. This is what I'm going to argue is that the barbecue sauce lovers didn't turn up to vote. That's what happened.
That's true.
So they're
That's true because I got a sugar hangover.
the unseen. Oh, and you don't think tomato sauce is full of sugar?
A little bit. A little bit of sugar. We're going to do this again tomorrow.
Okay.
The topics, the questions, the debates that matter.
Yeah.
Do you want to give us a bit of an inkling? What are we dealing with tomorrow?
I think let's delve into the animal kingdom tomorrow.
Okay.
Let's do that.
We're talking cats and dogs?
Yeah, man.
Jeez, I'll tell you what. You want to be on the team dogs, don't you?
Yeah. I would be.
I feel like you're already on board with team dogs.
Exactly.
Oh, the great debate. 1-0 in favour of yours truly. I smell a comeback tomorrow.
I smell some cockiness.
To all the tomato users out there, good morning.
I went to Melbourne last week and it's prompted an absolute tsunami of hate against that particular state.
Hasn't it? We sort of unofficially have been doing this each and every day.
Love stinks! Yeah!
I made that.
Yeah, it was,
That's why it's so bad.
it's you couldn't tell.
It says Melbourne at the front instead of love.
You're a work in progress.
Thank
babe.
you.
That's fine.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, so it's been a few days in Melbourne and like whilst I love the city and the sporting aspect of it, it's pretty grim.
It's
and
bleak,
pretty,
isn't it?
It's pretty bleak and pretty dirty, and there's a lot of stuff you see on the streets and a lot of people yelling at clouds, and you're like, oh, I'm not sure if I feel safe in this city.
It's one of those cities where you go, do you know what? I'm actually really proud of living in
Yes.
LA. I did the same, and I've only been there once, and I don't think it's some sort of flex. I've been there, and I'm one and done. LA, Los Angeles, I've been there once. I went for a mate's wedding.
Okay, this is interesting because I mentioned I go to a concert. I mention any little celebrity interview that I've done, and you go so hard on me. You rip in straight away. Oh, international traveller, I've been to LA.
It's like the only time. It's literally the only country that I've been to that isn't Thailand or Bali.
Yeah, right. So anyway, it's just prompted a bit of backlash against Melbourne, particularly on the back of that Hawthorn player ragging on Adelaide, saying, oh, I don't really like this city. Well, mate, clean up your own backyard.
Okay, first of all, it was a security player.
Yeah,
it was
whatever.
Jack Higgins.
Okay.
Nonetheless, a Melbourne-based player ragging on Adelaide doesn't go down well.
It did not sit well. So anyway, it got me looking ahead at the AFL schedule for this weekend, whereby Port Adelaide are playing the Western Bulldogs in, wait for it, Ballarat.
Yuck.
Ballarat.
There is no way. Even the guys from Ballarat are like, nah.
Are they really coming here? Is everyone coming here?
What are we doing?
Because I remember in previous years trying to watch it, and it's set up a little bit like the SCG, where half the ground's in shade, so you can't see the play, and when the ball's going in and out of shade, it's impossible to watch. And also, why are we playing in Ballarat?
Oh, I'm not
Can
really
you
sure.
tell me why?
It's also a wind tunnel in certain spots, so if the wind is up, sometimes the ball genuinely goes at right angles. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
On top of this, they're in the process of doing renos.
Oh.
So there's only going to be 5,000 people there max.
Are you kidding? It's like one of those situations in the workplace when you look at someone who's so inept and so bad at their job, and you kind of go, oh my God, have they got DPs of the boss? You know what I mean? Like, have they got some sort of incriminating photos of the boss's nether region? Which makes me think, Has the town of Ballarat got dick pics of the AFL?
Is it?
Do they?
Is it the town of Ballarat, specifically the AFL as a whole, or Andrew Dillon specifically?
I don't want to single anyone out.
Does Mars Stadium, let's put it out there, 13-24-10, does Mars Stadium have dick pics of Andrew Dillon? Is that what's happening?
I think it might be.
So all of his little honchos around him was like, why are we going to Ballarat? He's like, no, it's a good thing. It's a good thing for country Victoria. We're doing it. We're doing it.
Warning, the following segment is for mature audiences only and may contain adult content, graphic language and nudity. Not that you'll see it. If easily offended, well, you're about to find out just how easily.
Your father, he's on the naughty list.
Jodie and Hayes's Naughty at 6:40.
Naughty.
Well, every now and then, Andrew, at the Naughty at 6:40, you go, hey, I've got this. So let's go to your absolute wheelhouse, which is waxing your vajuts. Go, what do you got?
Oh, here we go. How did you know this is my key area? It's my strength area. What about this, though?
Yeah.
How's this for a headline? Client furious over unexpected text that she got after receiving a Brazilian wax. This can be so awkward sometimes. So after a Brazilian wax appointment, 27-year-old Australian Sarah Button, should we name her? It's out there now. She received a text from her waxer stating that future sessions would cost an extra $5 to $10 due to the size of the treatment area. It's hard not to analyse that the wrong way.
It's hard not to be offended by that and find it extremely passive-aggressive.
Yeah.
Goodness me. Apparently, poor old Sarah Button felt ashamed and confused, so obviously she took to the internet just to ease that shame, you know.
Yes.
Because there wouldn't be a pile-on for this, would there?
Well, I feel like she probably got, for the most part, got some support.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's some of the comments that came through. If they need to charge more, it should have been discussed before. They shouldn't have sneakily texted her later.
Yeah.
It's a big no, big red flag. I like this one. You know what's bigger than her treatment area? The audacity.
Oh.
I don't know about that. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah. It's an interesting one. What happened last time you got your downstairs waxed?
Isn't that crazy? How come when I got my first and only wax, I got a text back saying, hey, next appointment's going to be cheaper?
I need to know now.
I need to know. What's in the news today?
I need to know this.
Here's what you need to know. What you need to know with Jodie and Hayesy.
Well, something that you definitely need to know is that we're getting 2 more Asian elephants. Hello, welcome. Tang Mo and Pak Boon. They have departed Taronga Zoo in Sydney for the Minato Safari Park. So they've been training them. They call it crate training, much like you do with your pet at home. And so they...
you got to rub their nose in it.
Yeah. So they've been loaded onto the trucks. It'll take them 22 hours. They've got seatbelts on.
What do you mean they got seatbelts
True
on?
story. Well, they have to strap them in, don't they, just in case they have a little car accident or
Because
whatever.
I tell you what, you don't want to go head off. See, sometimes when you see the news, when it's like pedestrian v car,
Yeah.
pedestrian v elephant,
Never wins.
never wins.
No.
Pedestrian never wins. Got to strap those elephants up.
Yeah, so they've been strapped in. They get all their food in there. It's quite the elaborate operation. There we go.
There he is.
So they're going to join Burma and Permai, 2 other elephants already residing at Minato Safari Park. And whilst there was a very warm welcome, you might have seen on the news when they first met each other, they locked trunks.
Oh, that's a bit
Isn't
cute,
that
isn't it?
cute?
Were they making love or arm wrestling?
I don't know.
Which one?
Who's to say?
Maybe both.
Sometimes you can't tell the difference.
No, I can't tell the difference sometimes when you're greeting your mate.
Yeah.
And you're like, what's going on? I'm just joking. I do not intertwine trunks with my mates.
That's good.
Okay? Let's just put that out there.
That's good news. So we'll see how they all settle in. But what a beautiful little collaboration with Asia to preserve them and make sure they thrive.
Oh, geez, I hope they're not super obnoxious. I hope they're not like proper eastern suburbs type obnoxious Sydney people. What about when they drew that card as well? They're like, where are we heading, guys? We're going to Melbourne. We're going to Byron Bay. You guys are off to Adelaide. They go, oh, no. What? Do they serve piccolos down there? Gosh.
They're excited to come to Adelaide. They would have been more excited for the Gold Coast because they'd already packed their elephant trunks, right? and they were like, hey, we're off to Movie World.
We're going to Adelaide. Ooh, the big rocking horse.
Oh, are we going to fit? That's a big question. The other thing that you need to know today, and this is incredible, you are charging your mobile phone all wrong.
No.
So apparently, it's the simplest thing to do in the world, but most Aussies are actually charging it incorrectly because research has shown that the battery-powered devices are most commonly behind house fires.
Because they heat up.
Yeah.
They aggressively heat up and catch a light on things.
Yeah, so what they're actually doing, the common theme is that people are charging them in bed. So you're not supposed to charge them on top of flammable items, and that includes your doonas, your pillowcase, or even your PJs if you happen to fall asleep with your phone on your chest.
So a lot of people would just quite casually just put the phone maybe underneath the pillow, charge it for the whole night,
I don't,
or next to you.
I worry about the whatever rays, blue rays, the evil rays that are coming from your phone.
Oh, you're a bit of a conspiracy theorist though, aren't you? Got
yeah,
your
mate.
tinfoil hat on. Let's talk massive age gap relationships.
Please, can we? Because Channing Tatum, who is 45 years old, has made his relationship with Australian model Inka Williams, who is 25 years old, official in a beautiful, sweet social media birthday post.
Yes, Magic Mike. There he goes. Still shaking it beautifully at 45 too. Oh, man.
Yeah.
He did a big body transformation recently as well.
Oh, did he?
He's back shredded.
I feel like you've been following Channing's progress quite closely.
Yeah, he is a good-looking rooster.
Oh, no, Joe, you telling me?
It's an acquired taste.
Have you seen Magic Mike?
Oh, I thought you were going to say you disagreed.
Yeah, no.
Yes, I've seen Magic Mike.
I'm saying you're preaching to the converted, mate.
One of the few blokes who can shave his head with a full head of hair and look absolutely spectacular.
Inka wrote, because I know you're desperate to hear this, happy life to the handsomest, kindest, funniest, stupidest, spelled with a double O, which disturbs me, most gorgeous human ever. And then it's mercy for making life beautiful and fun, and then something in French, which I'm not even going to attempt to say.
That's my bae. He's so stupid. Oh, we're so cute. You're so silly, Channing.
Oh, don't get me started.
Anyway, so an insider confirmed to People magazine that the couple have been seeing one another. They met through friends. She's great. She has her own life. She's young but seems older. According to her Instagram, which I just had a quick look at, she's got 1.3 million followers. And when they say she's got a bit going on, she poses a lot in her bikini.
Right. Okay, yep. So she's into fitness as well.
Yeah. So that's 20 years. But what about this? This one blows my mind. So there's a guy called Bill Belichick. Now, all the blokes out there who follow the NFL would be across his work, which, of course,
100%.
Let me defer to our resident NFL expert,
New
Andrew
England coach, I believe, from the year 2000, 2023, and obviously won 6 Super Bowls with the great Tom Brady.
Yes. So he has hooked up with a girl called Jordan Hudson, and she's 24 years old.
Oh, what's he, 26?
No, he's 73.
What? Did you say 73?
73. What's that? Am I doing my maths wrong? Is that 49 years or 59 years? Anyway, it's a long age gap.
It's about 49 years.
They're in the headlines because he's just done an interview with CBS and she was sitting in the corner watching things very, very closely. And the guy who was doing the interview had the audacity to say, because, most people when they get together, how'd you guys meet? And this is how it was met by her, this little chirpy voice in the corner. Have a listen.
Pinpoint the exact moment where it really, really goes pear-shaped.
You have Jordan right over there. Everybody in the world seems to be following this relationship. They've got an opinion about your private life. It's got nothing to do with them, but they're invested in it. How do you deal with that?
Never been too worried about what everybody else thinks. Just try to do what I feel like is best for me and what's right.
How did you guys meet?
Not talking about this.
No?
No.
Jordan, the 24-year-old, shuts it down.
Yeah. So just to put, I guess, this into perspective, how would you relate this to, I guess, an Australian relationship?
Yeah, okay. So I suppose you've got to look for coaching greats of this country. I'm going to go with, this is the equivalent of Kevin Sheedy shacking up with Bindi Irwin. Who saw that coming?
Love it.
And do you know what?
What?
Bindi's even older. She's not 24, she's 26. So Belichick and this girl, it's even more aggressive.
It's never work. I've always said that about Bindi and Kevin. It was never going to work. She's far too old for him at 26.
100%. What about this? Let's go with then Lee Matthews and Sabrina Carpenter.
Perfect.
No one saw that coming.
No one.
Jeez, are they happy? What I did love as well in that particular interview, if you see it online, Belichick's wearing like this ripped kind of a raggedy shirt.
This is what.
What is going on?
Okay, is she okay? That quite often happens when the younger woman gets together with the older man. She like reinvents him and tries to be cool. He genuinely looks homeless.
Yeah, you just know. I mean, never has vision smelt like an old person more. Jodes, let's talk about men, hey?
Yeah.
Hey, can't live with them, can't live without them. Do you know what I mean?
I'm always fascinated by the male brain. It's incredible because this is what's going through my brain today.
Shouldn't fascinate you.
Oh, well, okay.
You shouldn't.
Well, in a weird sort of fascination. I've got one child. This is this afternoon.
Yeah.
One child at primary school. I've got two at high school.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a dog at the groomers, and they all need to be collected from 3 different suburbs at 3:15. So I'm like, how am I going to do that? Whereas a new study has shown that men think about this far too often. Could 100 men defeat one gorilla?
Oh, my gosh. Great question, Jodes. That is such a great question. Now you're thinking on our level.
I know.
What do you think, folks? 13 24 10. Send us a text, 0400 919 919.
So this question's going viral online. So there's a YouTube personality. His name's Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast.
He's like that really, really top shelf YouTuber.
Yeah, he's announced to his 32 million followers that he wants to test the theory. Could 100 men beat one gorilla in a fight? He says, I need 100 men to test this, and he volunteers.
Okay. Quite seriously, 13 24 10. Some of the blokes out there, what do you reckon? I'd love to hear from you.
I'd love to delve into your beautiful brains, men. Gorillas can lift up to 10 times their body weight, which on average is 220 kilograms.
Extremely good on the bench press, gorillas.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So the tweets exploded. There are volunteers from across the globe going, I'll do it. Hey, pick me. Some of the social media responses, how much? I'm ready. I volunteer as the first one to sprint to the gorilla. Well, who's that idiot?
Oh, yeah, you don't want to be the first.
Toss me in. You'll need 3 less men.
Mm.
Bit of a flex
Okay,
there.
that's
Yeah.
good.
And then obviously a couple of women have weighed in as well and said 100 idiots would be easy to find, and this is why men don't live as long.
That's very, very true. That's probably why men don't live this very long at all. But what I would say is it's all about the mechanics.
What do you mean?
So I think that if a gorilla, because I've been thinking about this for a long time as well,
God!
Jokes. And Car's like, you need to put the kids to bed, you need to bathe the kids all the time. So I'm like, I'm trying to think of a situation like this. I'm like, I'm working. It's for my job, okay?
Yeah.
What are you thinking about? Gorillas v men, of course.
Yeah.
I think that depending on the tactics, if a gorilla was there and it was one man at a time, you'd probably back the gorilla. But if the men teamed up, like let's say 10 at a time, and you went at the gorilla at different angles, then that's when we're talking. It's all about teamwork, baby. You know that.
How long did it come? I have no words. How long did it take for you to come to the conclusion that a man v gorilla one-on-one wouldn't work, but yet if you use teamwork and sort of tried to annihilate him all at once, that would be a better option?
It's all here in my thesis. It took 6 months. Your first job when you're a youngster will stay with you for a lifetime.
Forever. Because we were talking about this yesterday. My 13-year-old has decided she wants a job because she likes the nice things in life. And I have said, that's cool if you want a pedicure, but you're going to have to pay for it moving forward
Yes,
in this
that's fair.
space. She's like, well, I need a job. So she's assembled a PowerPoint presentation as to why she should be allowed to go and get a job at the local coffee shop called Nathaniel's near our house. And the top of the PowerPoint was first step, Dad needs to massage Nathaniel. She, of course, meant message.
Who knows? Who knows what she meant?
Well, who
At
knows?
this point?
Who knows what Nathaniel wants in this space in
is-
order to employ my daughter?
Is he a trustworthy character,
He's
Nathaniel?
a lovely character.
Okay, cool.
Nathaniel
Are you sure?
Makes beautiful, beautiful coffee. I don't know if he's got any sore spots that we can take care of as the Jodie family in order to get our child a job.
I don't really care if his ham is almost off the bone.
No.
He's not getting a massage from your 13-year-old daughter.
No,
okay?
not from her, from my husband.
Oh, right, okay, that's it.
Jeez
I'm
Louise.
not sure what's worse.
God. Okay, so it got us thinking, your dodgy first jobs.
Yeah.
What was yours, please?
Oh, my gosh. So my first, I used to work on the farm a little bit, but I was getting paid at one stage.
Did you have to crutch sheep?
Yeah, I'd crutch sheep
That
and
was a
shear
joke.
sheep.
You actually did?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
And even worse, when you're crutching fly-blown sheep, that's disgusting. Yeah, it's not fun. I don't think I was getting paid, though. I was just helping Dad. And my first sort of proper paid job on the farm, I reckon I had the chaser bin when we were harvesting.
Yeah.
So that's basically you going next to the header, and so they don't have to stop. The chaser bin goes next to the header, and they put the grain from the header into the chaser bin, and you take it off.
13 24 10. Does anyone know what Andrew's talking about right now?
Talking farm. My first real job in the city, though, was when I was 18 years old and I was working at the Greenwood Hotel in North Sydney, and I was a glassy.
Oh, right.
And I was a young fella,
How old?
really looking to have some fun. I was 18.
Okay. Yeah, right.
I got fired.
What?
I got 5.
What
The relationship was really, really severed towards the end.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Let's play this little game.
Okay, here we go. Look at this.
Let's play a game of how did Hayesy get fired from his first job as a glassy. Can I just hazard a guess?
Yes,
Let's make a multiple choice, shall we?
Okay.
Option A, not turning up.
No, I was always there.
Okay.
Very prompt.
Option B, cracking on to the female customers.
No, I was very, very polite.
Okay.
And I was very, very toward.
All right. Option C, and this is my personal favourite, drinking on the job.
Oh, Jodes, why'd you have to go down that path? I had a mate called Cam. This is a true story. And by the way, every single shift at the Greenwood Hotel, I would steal a glass, whether it was a cocktail glass or a shot glass or a schooner glass. And by the end of it, I had the best.
Stealing on the job.
But I didn't get caught for that.
Right.
Me and my mate Cam used to, because we do these Saturday night shifts that were like 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. when it was going off. So we would sit in the park nearby and we'd meet at sort of 8:30, 8 o'clock, and we'd take sort of a 6-pack, maybe a couple of 6-packs.
Yeah.
And we'd just sort of drink there and get ourselves ready to work.
Okay.
And then one particular day, the manager walked past as we were on the park bench with, I don't know, about 10 empty bottles just sitting there. See you at work, boss.
Yeah.
See you soon. And he was all casual about it, like, oh, see you soon, boys. And then, boop, fired.
Oh.
What a loser he is, huh?
Yeah, I know.
You fire us.
I mean, what's he doing now? Just running like a whole hotel chain in Sydney. Ugh.
Turns out that guy, Peter Dutton. No, it wasn't. It wasn't Dutto.
13 24 10. Let's do this morning. Your dodgy first job. We want to hear from you. And up for grabs, this is the coolest present. It's a $200 Japanese hair spa voucher from the gym at Henley Beach, Marland.
Hang on, you've been to the gym. You love the gym.
I have had a Japanese hair spa, and I would recommend everyone do this before they die.
Right.
It's the most extraordinary experience.
Okay, nice little voucher up for grabs for the best caller to the gym. What was your dodgy first job? We'd love to hear from you. 13 24 10.
Check this out.
This is Adelaide's favourite way to wake up. Jodie and Hayesy on Nova 919.
13 24 10. We want to take your calls, your dodgy first jobs, because your daughter, 13-year-old Peyton, is about to enter the workforce, Jodes.
Yeah, I'm not saying that she's after a dodgy first job. It's actually an elite first job at a really nice coffee shop.
Well, we think that Nathaniel's a really, really outstanding citizen as well, the man who owns it.
Yes, he is. There's no question about that. However, your first job, you got fired from.
Yeah.
On account of being drunk.
Oh, it happens.
Yeah.
It was a nice life lesson that I learnt as an 18-year-old.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm kind of lucky that I didn't get in trouble with the job that I was working at previously on the farm. We're just having an off-air chat, and I was like, yeah, let's try the header around when I was like 14, 15 years old. No licenses back then.
No.
Just cruising around on a big, giant header. Yeah. What could go possibly wrong? And I was completely drunk. No, I wasn't. That is a joke, okay? That is a joke. What about you? You used to work in a bakery.
Oh, I used to work at the Robina Bakery on the Gold Coast from 6 till 9 every Saturday morning. I got paid, I think, some total $26 an hour, like for the whole shift.
Really?
Yeah.
The whole shift?
The whole shift.
$12 an hour?
What? No, $26 for the whole shift.
Yeah, it wasn't a 3-hour shift?
Yeah.
So $12 an hour?
No,
sorry, $36. Don't test me like that, please. You know my maths is not up to scratch.
It wasn't even a test, mate. You brought yourself undone.
Jeez, I'll tell you what, for a boss, an employer, I am the dream. You could rip the hell off, mate.
Oh, I know. And I didn't get paid much in terms of like money, but geez, I took home some finger buns.
I bet you did.
And bee stings. Can you remember bee stings? Those big things with almonds on top and the custard in the middle?
They were absolutely delicious. Bring back the bee sting.
13 24 10. Let's do this morning. Your dodgy first job, please.
All right, up for grabs. A nice little voucher to the gym. Let's go to Hackham. That's where we find James. Good morning, James.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good.
Take us through it, mate. First job, what was it?
So one of my first jobs was a excavator operator. I left in a half after being given a spotter that was half blind and half deaf, which I nearly, unfortunately, took out a couple of times. So I left immediately after.
Yeah, that'll do it, though. That'll do it.
Wait, explain a spotter. That's the person that's directing you on the excavator. Is that right?
He's making sure the area is safe. He's watching my bucket, and he's keeping an eye on levels as I dig. And he could barely see or hear.
I've always said with spotters, James, that when it comes to hearing and vision, you can't go at 50%.
No.
You've got to be out at 100%.
No.
Definitely can.
Yeah, 100%.
Thank you so much, James. I'm sorry that happened to you. Should we go to Pamela? No, we'll go to Pamela next. Oh, my goodness. I'm just reading her first job. Yuck. Yuck.
Yeah, the creepy first job, that sort of puts you off the workforce, doesn't it? Involving photographers as well?
Oh, dear.
Let's check creepy jobs next with Pamela. Your first dodgy job. A lot of good calls coming through.
Yeah, we just discovered that you were driving pretty much a tractor at 14 on the farm.
It's fine. Header as well.
Yeah.
It's okay. Do things a little bit differently in the country.
Yeah, they sure do. Let's go to Josh from Brooklyn Park. Good morning.
How are we?
We're good, Josh. What was your dodgy first job?
It wasn't so much dodgy, but it was bloody hard yakka. So I was a tarp puller at the grain silos.
Oh, yes.
What's a tarp
So
puller,
if anyone
Josh?
knows, you're trying to pull these big-ass bloody tarps over these massive mountains of grain, and every step you're knee-deep in it, trying to get over. And just to make it worse, once you got over, you weld the bloody two together and you sit behind the fumes of the plastic melting. So it's still fun and games.
Do you know what as well? It's a summer job, isn't it, as well, Josh?
Yeah, it's a seasonal thing, so they pump you.
It's so hot. And when you get that sort of grain dust as well, it's just, it's not fun. But it's usually, traditionally, back in my day, it's good pay though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it makes up for it, that's for sure.
Oh, we thought you were going to say that you used to pull the tarps at Footy Park for Port Adelaide.
It would have been a bit easier.
That's back in the day.
Look, just a couple of country boys, having
having a
chats
chat,
about all things
having a
rural.
chinwag.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Josh. Janet from Hackham, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What was your dodgy first job?
Cleaning buses and filling them up with fuel and only getting $10 lousy. Like doing that at night shift, sort of, like from, say, 1 o'clock in the morning till 4:30.
Oh.
Just going in, getting the broom, sweeping it up.
You would have found some stuff, Janet.
Yeah, but we had to do the right thing and give it to the lost and found,
Wow.
Yeah, but sometimes the occasional piece of something sort of slips through. Do you know what I mean? Say that's fine.
Okay. Let's go to Pamela from Aldinga Beach. Good morning, Pamela. What was your dodgy first job?
My first job was, it was an advertisement for a photography assistant, and I did photography at school, so it was a really strong, I really loved it. So he said when we come to the interview to bring outfits for photography and sexy stuff. So I immediately should have just said, but being so young. So I went and he said, even though you're my assistant, I want to see, how you photograph. So, getting me to do all these poses. And then he starts saying put your legs apart a bit more.
Oh my God.
And then I'm like, I'm not comfortable to do that.
Yeah.
So I ended up just saying, nah, I'm not doing it. But it was so dodgy. So he really didn't want a photography assistant at all. He wanted a young girl that was cheap to model sexy outfits for him.
Yuck.
Do you know what? I've just been, someone's just reliably told me in my ear that that's a pretty stock standard story for a blue movie setting.
No.
Oh, yeah. It was so dodgy. And he was in his late 40s, I reckon. So it was just weird. It was, I felt really uncomfortable and, yeah, I got out of there as quickly as I could.
Thank you, Pamela. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your call. I'm sorry that happened to you. And also, can I just point out, no one told you in your ear. No one talks to us in our ear.
We don't have that technology.
You obviously came to your own conclusion that that's a standard.
Wait, someone slipped me a note. That's what I should have gone with.